Ah, don't turn it all off yet. It's so pretty. Who's hiding there? Leslie? Is that you? Is your voice box acting up again? Leslie? Hello, Pennyworth. You did a bad thing. Bane? Scarecrow? Stay back! I'm warning. Couldn't you just leave it alone, could you? Keep your head down. He sent you, then. Himself? He goes by Omega, not the name you knew him by. He said to tell you he'll give you a last chance. Come back to Gotham. Come home. He'll take you in, make you stronger. Like he did for you two? Yes, cutting away what isn't needed. So, what do you say? The truth is, I was hoping you'd come. I made a terrible mistake, you see. Not killing you all when I had the chance! You tell him to take his bloody offer and go straight to hell. What have you done to me? What I asked them to, Alfred. Al Omega. Hail Omega. I know who you are. How could you, after everything he meant to... Shh. I have something to tell you. You did it. I did what? You convinced them. The Waynes. They're not going to that showing of Zorro after all. They're not? No. You saved them. You saved them all. Now sleep. I see them. They're safe. They're all safe. We kept moving past the crocodile moon of Fawcett City, past the imp death grounds shrouded in cartoon mist. We crossed hill country next, where the great space cavalry had tried to help, the graveyard of otherworldly machines. Ships with caged universe hearts, god engines and zeta cannons, Ronian, Thanagarian, Tamaranian, Apelaxian, Kuluian. Something like that. Names like ancient poetry. They lie rotting, leaking stardust in the tall grass. We were 2 weeks in when we reached the plains of solitude. How about now? No. What about now? No. Oh, okay, fine. But how about now? Can I be Robin now? No. All right, I get it. But how about now? No, not now, not ever. There is no Robin, because Robin was just a good person trying to help. Who's left out there like that, Joker? You answer me! Who's still out there? Who? You're supposed to say knock knock first, aren't you? You said it was funnier that way. This place. I thought if anyone, he'd somehow still be. I don't know. Hey, cheer up. I wrote a poem about Robin. It's from the heart, really. It goes like this. Joker. A man walks into a doctor's office with 7 toy horses up his ass. Doc, he says, what's my prognosis? And the doc says, stable. Hey, man, there's no need to make a bomb noise. If you didn't like it, that's not me. That rocket, It's his. It's Superman's. It's what he came here in when he was a baby. Seems he brought the whole nursery this time. Look! Hey, did I tell you I love babies? Well, well. Clark? Clark, is that you? We've come to save. Shh. Rest, Bruce. It's all right. You made it. I asked you a question. Why are you hiding in some cave under tons of crystal while the world falls apart? Out of everyone, I thought that you'd fight. Talk to me, damn it! What is this place? Home. Take a look. The farm. I don't understand. This way. You dug all this out? You've just been down here? I said this way. No. What's going on? What the hell's the matter with you? Nothing's the matter with him, Batman. He's perfect. He's just not the Superman you're looking for. Luthor, you're alive. What is this place? Where's Superman? Oh, he's here. He's all around. In the walls, the soil. He's everywhere. Come, I'll show you. These were his? The one that picked you up was. Old Faithful. Superman used it to help fool people into believing he wasn't Kent. These are prototypes I've modified. They're made from organic tissue infused with Kryptonian cells. They're not nearly as powerful as he is, but just seeing them, they remind me why I'm doing this. What are you talking about? Doing what? Bringing him back, of course. In fact, he'll be here any moment. You want to watch? Quickly, Batman, quickly! I spent years figuring out the math, you know. Luthor, to fix this, I need to know what you did. What I did was use Palmer's white dwarf technology to shrink every black hole I could capture. Then I combined the holes and, the best part, used an apocalyptian fire pit to burn them apart, thereby creating a massive multi-headed space-time wormhole. Great, right? I meant what you did then, Luthor, when things fell apart. Exactly, things did fall apart, because the wormhole accelerated velocity to an almost incalculable degree. But what I figured out was that using a brainiac crown, I could open small cosmic portals in a radius of about 50 miles, and manipulate the physics of those portals just enough to control the trajectory of an object passing through. Ha! See! So I have it, a means of bringing him back, of fixing Luthor! What did you do? I launched no great attack, Batman. Unleashed no final beast. One morning I simply sent him an invitation to meet, here in the breadbasket. I sent it, and seconds later, there he was. You remember what it felt like, Batman? Being in his presence as he hovered there, like something sculpted from sunlight itself. How even the goddamn air seemed to Luthor. I made him a simple offer. I told him that I would quit fighting forever, dissolve the Legion, if he would have one last debate with me. A debate of good versus evil, in front of the world. He asked me what the trick was. He could sense the Kryptonian shards I'd sunk deep beneath the land. But I told him, no tricks, only stakes. The shards were a kind of sunstone that reacts to emotion and will if one knows how to connect. Luckily, over the preceding months, I'd helped Starro secretly attach the Geo to every human mind in the world. So a simple dialectic. Superman would make his argument for good, mine for evil, and then the world would choose. All anyone would have to do was think the word justice or the word doom. If a majority of the world chose one way or another, the shards beneath the ground would activate, and they would kill either him or me. He didn't want to do it. His friends didn't want him to, but there was no choice. I'd made my offer public. The speech he gave, my God, about how the miracle of this place, the miracle of us, is our capacity to imagine past what is probable, even past what is certain, to what might be. Maybe it was because I'd assume he'd die that day, but I heard him, Batman, and it was just rapturous. When it was my turn, I did my best. I went through the talking points. I was polemical, calculated, bits of famous speeches hidden in the language of my own. My inflections all echoes, brilliant, but it was half-hearted. I yelled about how the world was ending, how the great lie of goodness had kept us down for too long, how our true spark, our divinity, came from our capacity for cruelty, for selfishness, for evil. But we both knew he had won. I remember standing there with him, not so much humiliated as graced by humility. I remember the choral sound of the wind in the grass. I remember the sun warm on my face. Then the ground trembled, and we both braced for what was coming. The moment he would save me from the shards with his super speed. But that's not what happened.